Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I am going to share with you all the recipe of this yummy biryani which you can easily prepare at home. Trust me when I say this, once I started preparing biryani on my own, I have never looked back on Swiggy or Zomato for biryani at least. So without any further ado, let's get started with the recipe. So, for making it very simple, I am just dividing the entire process into four stages, which is prepping, steaming, frying, and combining. So, for the first stage, which is prepping, as the name suggests, we have to prep for the biryani in this stage. So, to start with, we need almost equal quantity of chicken and rice. I am saying almost equal because I am not accurate about the quantity. I had bought half kg of chicken, so I just compared the quantity by placing the rice bowl next to the chicken bowl. Here I am using the BB Royal Rosanna Premium Basmati rice from Big Basket. You can use any basmati rice available with you. Now let's keep the rice to soak for about 10 to 15 minutes. Also for the chicken, I have kept it for marination for about 30 minutes, but I lost the clip of the same. But all I did was just added some red chili powder, a pinch of turmeric powder, some black pepper powder and some salt to the chicken and mixed it very well. So that's with the first stage of the preparation. Now coming to the second stage, which is steaming. Once the chicken is marinated, we are going to steam the chicken. For that I am using an idli maker here. Just placing the steaming plate and keeping the bowl of chicken on top of it, and remember to save the stock water left after this chicken is steamed. Do not throw it away as well, as we will be using it later for cooking. I have closed the lid and kept the chicken to steam for about half an hour to 45 minutes. Meanwhile, let's cook the rice on the other side. I am using a cooker here and poured some water in it. First, we will be adding some spices into the water before putting the rice. So for spices, we will be using 6 to 7 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon jeera, 3 to 4 cardamom, 3 to 4 cinnamon sticks, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 3 to 4 cloves, 1 or 2 green chilies. Add all the spices in the water, and once the water starts to boil, add the rice after draining the water. Also add 1 teaspoon salt and mix well. Now allow it to cook, but do not let it cook completely. Just off the gas once you feel it's 80% cooked and drain off the water. Now coming to the next stage, which is the frying part. So if you want to add cashews and raisins, then you may fry the cashews and raisins first before we fry the onions. So for the onions, we will have to slice them lengthwise. Also make sure it's very thin slices so it becomes crispy when we fry them. And one thing to remember here is before we fry them, you will have to separate the onions with your fingers like I'm doing in the video, so they don't stick to each other. Now we will fry them in two slots. Use adequate quantity of oil to fry, making sure you have oil left to fry the steamed chicken as well. Meanwhile, our chicken is steamed and we can keep it aside for now. Once you have completed frying both the slots of onion, we will start frying the chicken. As we are using less oil, we will fry the chicken also in two slots. Also save the remaining oil for the next stage. Now we are coming to the last stage, which is the combining stage. So first in this stage we will have to use a very big vessel like I am using here. Now once you keep the vessel ready, add the remaining oil from the frying that we did. Now to this add the onions that we have sliced. After this, add 1 teaspoon ginger garlic paste and some chopped coriander and mint leaves if you have them at home. I didn't have them, so I'm not using them here. Also add some salt as required. Please keep in mind that we have already added salt in rice as well as in chicken while marinating it. So put salt according to how much the masala needs. Now we have to add the leftover stock from the steamed chicken, but we will be adding some spices into it before adding it to the gravy masala. So for the spices we will be adding 1 teaspoon Kashmiri red chili powder, 1 teaspoon coriander powder, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon garam masala, 2 teaspoon chicken masala. Now mix it very well and add it to the gravy. Now add 2 tablespoon curd. After mixing well for 2 minutes, add fried chicken and mix well. Now we will have to add the drained rice on top of the gravy. Make sure we only add half of the rice and spread it evenly. If you wish to add some food coloring or do some decoration by adding some cut tomatoes and lemon, you may do so in the first layer and then repeat it in the second layer as well. But I am not doing any of it. You may also add some chopped coriander and mint leaves as well. But I am what I am going to do here is just putting some fried onions that we have fried, and again putting the rice and repeating the same process. Now just close the lid and keep the stove in simmer for about 30 minutes, and there you go, your homemade chicken dum biryani is ready. You can serve it as it is by scooping out the biryani from the bottom, or you can mix it well before serving it like I am doing here. I hope you all liked this video and you must try this recipe at home. If you ever try it, please do let me know in the comment section how it was. I would love to hear it from you guys. And don't forget to subscribe to join the family before you leave, and hit the like button if you really enjoy watching such videos. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye bye. Love you all.